for you to have a fulfilling and a satisfying sexual experience, you need to talk about it. I need to know what exactly do you prefer. Good whatever time you get to watch this video. My name is Marian Mikali. If you're very first time, karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you. So we have been doing a series, a 6-part series on marriages, and I am so excited to do this because I know that our marriages are going to the next level. If you have been learning, if you have been watching, if you have been staying tuned, thank you so much. Let me clap for you. You are an amazing person. God bless you. So today we are talking about major conflicts that people have in marriages. And the main reason I thought of doing this is just to make you aware that you're not the only person that are struggling with some of these things, that it is a kawaida thing in a lot of marriages, and you don't need to worry that maybe we are the ones that are being childish. No, these are things that are kawaida. The only thing that you need to do is how to work them out. So let's get straight into this particular video. So our first area of conflict that a lot of marriages have is stress, and most of the stress comes from work. If you're working, it means that you have less time to talk, less time to relax, less time to eat, less time to sleep, especially when you have goals that you want to achieve and maybe they're becoming a bit too much. The bills are here, they're becoming more. If you have more children, meaning when one member of the family increases, of course the bill goes higher. So of course you need to work extra hard so that you can make money. I know there are people who are doing more than just one job, so of course it's very stressful. You don't have time to relax, so you tend to become very is it a nuisance or what is it, very picky, you know. Ukikasirishwa tu kidogo hivi you just burst because you've been harboring stress. So it is so easy for you to get offended easily. So if you have such a spouse in your home, give them time to relax and find time for them to just unwind after work. You can allow them to go to their room, maybe relax, you know, or do something that is outside their daily routine that will just help them so that they can unwind, so that of course by the time they're coming to relate with you, they don't bring everything, you know. So you give them time to decompress. So that is of course stress related. Now the second thing that a lot of marriages have as an issue is relating with in-laws, and we know that most of our in-laws, we have issues. First and foremost, sana with the issues of in-laws, it affects sana the wives, because you feel like you are competing with the mother. And the thing is, as a mother, you always feel like you are entitled into your child's life, you know. Even if they grow old, they're still your baby, you know. For you, they're that small baby that you are nurturing and raising. So here is your small baby, and he has grown up and he has gone ahead and gotten married, but you still feel the sense of entitlement. You want for him to listen to every decision you make, because of course you're the wise one, you're the mom, you know, and he needs to balance all this. And for men, they are usually caught in between because they have to choose, okay, this is my mom, she has been with me all my life, and there's this other person that is new that I love, that I want to build a marriage with, a relationship with. So who do I listen to, you know? And most men are conflicted there. So women that complain about what are they called, mother's babies, what are they called? That complain about mother's boy, about mother's boy. It's not like they're mother's boy pass. It's just because they're so used to being in a safe environment with their mother. So when you are coming into the picture, it's so hard for them to just bring you inside and allow you to blend. But men, I need us to just take our place, you know, as a man. The Bible says you will leave your mother and father and you will go and cleave to your wife. So you need to leave them. You need to sit in a place where, as much as your mom gives you instructions of maybe how you will raise your family, you also have to be in a place where you can allow yourself to become independent enough from her influence, so that you can build your own relationship. Because when there is no we-ness in your marriage, it means that this wife will not feel secure because every time you listen to your mom, every time you decide on something, you go and consult your mother. Please don't. Make a sense of willingness and allow your mom also to understand, yeah, especially those that have mothers and have been raised by single mothers. Allow your mom to understand that you have started something else with someone else and they need to give you that space. When they come and they try to make your wife feel like they're not doing a good job, please fight for your wives and stand on the gap for them, so that your relationship is not compromised. So another issue that we have is money issues, yeah. My goodness, I can also bear witness. When we started getting married, I wasn't working. I was just on and off with work, so of course almost all the responsibilities were with my husband. He's the one who has been doing major of every bills, and I know it is hard for them, because of course when they were one person getting food for one person, now you have to get food for another person, and because you don't want to eat ugali all day, or a simple meal that is affordable all day, of course, and if you're two, you need to work. Of course, with the women, we want breakfast, lunch and supper. So meaning, unajua, when you are alone, you can do a one meal the whole day and you're good. So of course, money is another issue in marriages, and you need to make a plan, okay? What we do is sit down with your spouse, discuss what are we going to do. If you have things that you need to buy, of course, when you're coming in together, either you can bring whatever you are having as a single person, you can bring what you're having as a single person, but of course sometimes you find that you have to get new stuff for your house. There are others who decide by the way, before we get together, let's do away with our past, let's do away with everything that each other have, and we come together and we start afresh. So of course, if you're also there, learn how to spend your money and prevent overlooking minor expenses, okay? Everything is important, even garbage, so you need to sort it out so that it doesn't become an issue, yeah. And you plan well. Sit down, write down a budget of how you spend maybe your money, and I know that it is hard work, but of course, if you want to make money not an issue in your house, then you need to sit down and have that conversation. You need to decide on whether you're saving together as a unit or separately, individually, whether you're doing joint accounts, such and such. So those are things that you need to discuss as a couple. So another issue that we have been having is sex. My goodness, sex is one of those issues that people actually struggle with. This is it. According to what I have written, it's just that you need to create a safe space for you guys. Number one thing, you know, we all have different sexual appetites, okay? So if you have a guy that has a very high sex appetite, and you have a kawaida or just a low one, it's hard. You will always have conflicts, because you're not satisfying him, you're not doing this. If you are a girl that is very particular with your what are these points, these things, with things that turn you on, okay? So not everything that can be done to you will turn you on just because someone has dated someone else and they were touching their nipples. Doesn't mean that when they touch you, it will work. So you also need to have that talk where you help your spouse understand you, and because sexual things are things that understand, as much as they are not supposed to be discussed, unajua, we usually say that those ones are God given, so it is so easy for you to just come together and have sex. But you see, for you to have a fulfilling and a satisfying sexual experience, you need to talk about it. I need to know what exactly do you prefer, yeah, and how, yes, so those things. So you need to talk about them so that it is so easy for you guys to move from the nini of me, I feel like he doesn't satisfy me, we just go for one round and me I want 7, and you've never told him. He's not an angel, he won't know, you know. And we are out of that era where women don't talk about it, you know. Kitambo, women were just there quiet, men were the ones who were talking about, you know, sexual satisfaction. If as a woman you talk that you're not being satisfied sexually, you came out as promiscuous. But okay, we're in that space where at least you can talk. So sit down, talk, have that conversation, tell him, what do you want, what do you prefer? Make it easier for him and for you as well, so that you can enjoy yourself, senior. Yeah, so that we reduce these conflicts that we have. Another thing is housework. Of course, as women, it is assumed that because I am the wife, I am the one taking care of everything in the house. I am the one who is washing clothes. I am the one who is washing the house. I'm the one who is taking care of the children, and I'm still working. But you see, for you to actually make things work, and because we have been watching movies and all we see in movies is men just taking out the trash and clean and cutting grass in the lawn, and because our Nairobi houses don't have grass, so the only thing that we are picking from the movies is that our men should take out garbage, and that is the only thing that we tell them to do. But the thing is, with housework, especially if you are a dynamic couple, you know, it is up to you to decide, you know, like help your spouse out, decide what can I do to help my partner. She's working, she has maybe the baby, maybe we don't want to have a house help, so we take the baby to daycare, but I get home earlier than she does, so don't find it difficult to go and pick the child while she comes, you know. Don't feel like it's a big deal for you to cook, because, or you can start preparing and then she comes and cooks. So yeah, work it out, make it work for you. Because of course, as much as it is a conflict area, it is very workable. It is for you guys to decide and have that sense of fairness and teamwork, so that one person doesn't feel like overwhelmed, but as again, you work together. Another issue that is a conflict area is becoming parents. Of course, we have this person that is a new creature that comes. Men sana sana have an issue with becoming parents, because when the wife becomes too busy with the child and too preoccupied with the child, and they don't give you the kind of attention you want, you feel like the baby is stealing your attention. So of course you have issues with such issues, and you're like, oh, this woman doesn't give me attention anymore. Even when I come to the house, I find sometimes she has not cooked, and kitambo she used to cook and serve me, now she's even telling me, go and serve yourself, you know, such things. And you need to actually work it out. You need to understand there's a new baby. She or he is a small baby. They can't do nothing for themselves, and sometimes babies can just be a bit too much. Yeah, this woman maybe undergone CS and she's still healing, and you're there, and you know, so you need to give her time. I'm not saying that we are making excuses. I'm just saying that it is easier when we talked about knowing one another. It is easier for you to know when your wife is seriously in need of help, and you can help where you can. When you come, of course, because you're both parents, also help her with the baby so that she can get time to do other things, because sometimes a baby can just be too involving that you don't have even time to shower during the day. So when you come to the house, don't just see her as dirty and all those things that men complain about. Oh, she's smelling milk. If you feel that those are some of the issues, you can tell her, go shower me and take care of the child, you know. I will change the diaper. I will also want to learn, you know, such things. Just be involved, because becoming parents means it's the two of you. It wasn't a one-person responsibility. And just because the women are so good at it, that doesn't mean that you as a man, you can do it. So you can do it as well. So of course, help your wife. I know there are so many other conflict areas. I just mentioned those ones because I felt those ones are the major ones. If you know that you have or have had other conflict areas, okay, let us know. Write down on the comment section. I want a lot of people to learn from, of course, our videos, so that they can get to know that, you know what, you're not alone in this situation. Other people are going through them. So kindly share on the comment section. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you for being here. See you on the next series when we are talking about, let me check, our next topic is, yeah, I won't tell you. Let me leave you hanging so that you can watch. But see you next week. My name is Mary McCallie. Ciao. Bye. Bye-bye.